Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl TT Ledette. I'm gonna see if I can get some people to jump on. I am making some technical changes behind the scenes, so I do want to see if I can get some people to jump on. It is your girl TT Ledette. I am posting live to or streaming live to Facebook Live and to YouTube. So you can catch me on either one. Let me know where you're watching from if you do tune in. And I am looking forward to some intelligent people conversating on this topic. We're definitely going to be talking about the Meghan Markle and the British Crown Royal institution that she's going through some changes with the family, which she refers to as the institution or the firm. So we're going to get into that today. We're going to talk about that. And so, again, let me know where you're watching from. Let's join in on the conversation. I'm going to share this stream to a couple of places, and then I'll be joining you live. So give me just one moment. Hey guys, what's up? Let me know if you can hear me. I am sorry I am a little bit late coming on, guys. I am so tired. But I did take a nap when I got off of my job today, and I wanted to come on and just briefly have a quick chat and talk about what's going on with Meghan Markle. If you don't know, I think she's the current, I think her title is Duchess of Essex, and she's married to uh, Princess Di's son, Harry, and so I wanted to just kind of talk about what's going on with that because we are living in a time where we have just so much going on. Let me turn this fan off. I'm sorry about that. I hope you guys can hear me. I had that fan on. It's hot. So, anyway, we're living in a time where there's a lot going on, guys, and I feel like we are right on the verge of just kind of getting back to just some breathing room as Americans, just as people, just as humans, with everything that's been going on with the pandemic. Then we had here in Texas, we had a lot of inclement weather. We had the snowstorm, and it's just been one thing after the next. And I don't know how that fan came just back on because I did turn it off, but it's just been one thing after the next. And so I feel like we're just getting back to some sort of normalcy. And then here we go with this. And so I'm like this. When I think about Princess Di, let me just go back to, I'm 50 years old. And so I had the Princess Di doll. And I'm telling you, when Princess Di, when she lost her life, like when she was killed or she died in her car accident, I cried. And I can remember I was young and I cried so hard. That was so heartbreaking to me. And even as a child, like you could tell that it was some foul play involved. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just feel like we're living in a day and age where we can't always get sucked into the race war. We can't always get sucked into the black and white thing. At some point, we got to look at the wrong and right thing. You know what I mean? And it just amazes me, like, what's going on in this world. So let me just see if I can read some comments here. Hi, Miss Marlene DeColo. And so you guys know I watch a lot of black media. So I watch a lot of, and also I watch a lot of international news. I do watch mainstream media sometimes just for balance. But I just, I'm not a real big fan of mainstream media because I know that the same people that own Hollywood own most of the news broadcasting stations. And so if you can make a building blow up and make me jump in a movie theater, imagine what you can make me feel on my little bitty small box in my home. So that's my personal thing. However, we live in this day and age where we see so much stuff happening, and a lot of us are just so desensitized because of what we see, because of they call it predictive programming or whatever it's called, but we see so much till we kind of, it's almost like it don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean a big deal when we see stuff that's blatantly wrong. You know what I mean? And my biggest thing that I heard Meghan and both Harry talk about was the suicidal thoughts, and feeling so much. Man, listen, let me tell y'all something. That interview with Oprah, and I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of people have a bad feeling for Oprah. A lot of people feel a certain way, and I talk about. I'm a big supporter of my people, the black and brown people. You know what I mean? And I'm a big supporter of the human race, but black and brown people, of course, I mean, that's my experience. That's who I am. That's my culture. That's my family, so to speak. So, and I know that we're going to look out for our own, right? And I know that we have some people that are not on code, right? And we talk about, I love that meme that talks about the slaves that told on the slaves that was trying to run away, because we have those people who are black. And then, like Tamika Mallory says, and Tamika Mallory, I have my own individual, like she does a lot of great work. But then again, she's a big black and white type of person, and I'm more of a wrong and right type of person, put it that way. So I said all that to say I'm more of a wrong and right, not just a black or white type person. But a lot of this is either black or white, and in this case, we have a white man and a black woman. You know what I mean? So we all should feel some kind of way, is what I'm trying to say. If we don't make it black or white, we should all feel some type of way. Now, it's a couple of things I want to talk about when I unpack this, because I know that back in 2009 or 2008 or something like that, it came out that Prince Harry had made, Prince Harry, the Duke Harry, I think is, I don't know his title. I'm sorry, forgive me. I don't know his title, but Harry had made some racist comments and used words that were not English words, but they were in their British language or whatever, but it was the equivalent of the N word here, right? And so he was on tape making those statements. He was caught on video making some statements like that. Now, this is my thing. Here we go again with the here goes the black and white type of thing, because I believe, and I'm not, and now forgive me if I'm wrong, you might be one of those perfect people who's never ever done what I'm saying, but I believe that we've all in our own way have made comments, whether publicly, whether heard or not, whether in public or not, against our another nationality. I just believe that that's something that's been everyone's experience, because as for me, I'm just gonna tell the truth about me. I've made racist comments before, but am I a racist? No, because to be a racist, you have to have money, power, and numbers, and I really don't have either one. So, but you can make discriminatory remarks. You can make remarks that are offensive, and I believe that we've all made offensive remarks in our lifetime at some point, whether we've said them out loud and have heard them and they've been recorded, or we've said them under our breath at a stop sign, or being cut off in traffic. I'm just saying, I just believe that no one has been above that. So the fact that he was caught on tape saying that, and then years later he marries a black woman, and then all of a sudden now he's screaming, this is my thing. This is what I have to say about that. First of all, can we allow people to change? Can we allow somebody to think one sort of way, and as life experience takes them, as this thing called life goes on, can we allow them to make a different mindset, a different change, or different, can we allow that and not hold them to what they, can we do that? I'm just wondering if we can. Hey, Miss Gail Burton, how are you? Miss Marshall? Sophia asked, did he call us Moors? I'm not sure what he said. It started with a P. I can't remember. I heard it quoted, but I do want to. I want to play a couple of clips. I don't have a lot of copyright stuff down yet, and I'm still working on my platform. I'm working behind the scenes to build up some stuff, and I haven't got my people to come in and install my backdrop, so that's why my camera is all off centered. But once I get my stuff set up, I'll have a more even platform that I'll be able to share a lot more. But I wanted to kind of share some of the things that I heard on a couple of interviews today as I researched this topic. And I've been listening for the last few days. I've been kind of following this story, and I've been kind of waiting for somebody to say something. And I knew I was going to say something, because I got heated listening to some of this stuff. And so I want to play just this clip. And I got this off of YouTube. I do not own the rights to this clip. These are just clips that I got. And of course, I'm using them for just educational purposes and just for commentary. And by the way, if you are watching me on YouTube, please subscribe. Take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is Girl Boss Talk magazine and radio talk show on YouTube. So on Facebook, it's it's the other way around. It's Girl Boss Talk Radio and Magazine. But on YouTube, it is Girl Boss Talk Magazine and Radio Talk Show. So please take a moment to like, click, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am going to be building it up more as I get this built up, but I am, consistently working behind the scenes to make sure I have everything to do a professional broadcast. And guys, I do have a panel discussion coming up on April 1st. It will be me and 8 other women right here on Facebook Live and YouTube, and we will be discussing customer service in small businesses. So you don't want to miss that tough topic as well. So that'll be the first official tough topic. This is just a real quick discussion because this is something that's kind of going on and I wanted to talk about it. Hi, Terry Davis. How are you? Hi, Miss, who else do we have? Sophia. What's up, Sophia? So guys, if you have an opinion about what's going on with this, I would love to hear about it. How do you feel about what's going on with Meghan Markle right now? And more importantly, what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, excuse me, what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing when I watch Black media, I'm watching a lot of Black media feel as if we are now running to protect somebody that's rich that we have no concern with. Just different things that I'm hearing. There's a post in one of the groups that I'm in, and I heard a lot of people say, well, they have money, ain't nobody concerned about them. That rich people problem's not my problem. I heard people say she knew what she was getting into and she tried to make herself pass as white. Now she's got Black problems and she wants the Black community, which brings me back to that part about my Black and brown family. You're just not on code. So, and I say that because it's just like the uncle that we may have that may be a crackhead, but he's still part of our family and we can talk about him, but you can't talk about him. It's that type of thing too. But he's still part of our family. He's just not on code. He's just not dressing like us. He's not talking like us. He's not acting like us. But he is part of our family. You understand? And so that's how I feel when it comes to a lot of Black and brown people that I don't feel are on code. I feel that like we stand up and we fighting for justice for a lot of things right now. And I think that's great. I think it's great we speak out for the Breonna Taylors and people like that and the Floyd, the George Floyds, and we're standing up against police brutality and all of that. But this is also, I feel like we need to be protecting Meghan right now. We need to be standing up saying that, wait a minute, hold on. Y'all might be royalty, but this is inappropriate. This is not okay. And am I saying like, okay, so then I hear the people going off on Harry, like, oh, Harry, let me tell you something. First of all, Harry now ain't really hurting for no money. Yeah, Tyler Perry gave them a place to stay. And yes, he did give them their security because their family, do you know that their family took away the royal security and left Harry, Meghan, and their baby wide open for any type of attack? It's almost like saying, you ain't doing things the way we want you to do, so we just gonna leave you to die. That right there is not, that's so, like, we're watching this. We watched them do this, the princess die. And like nobody, like we just sitting back watching this because we see so much on TV that desensitizes us that it's okay. Like this is like we're watching a movie and that people are not seriously saying, hey, I feel like killing myself. Even if you want to look at the color thing, Black people have endured so much. We are so strong that when a Black person says, I feel like killing myself, that's something serious. That's something serious. We used to pain. We're used to a struggle. And maybe her struggle isn't as deep as some of ours, because I know that every Black person does not have the same Black experience. We do have some upper level Black people that don't know what it's like to live in the ghetto. They don't know what it's like to do. I understand that. I had to find that out the hard way. When I got into business and I started dealing with women with degrees and women who didn't come from my particular walk of life, yet they were still Black, a lot of them didn't understand my particular experience. And that's okay. I'm still part of the family. I want to play these clips, guys. So this is one of them. And this, like I said, this came from YouTube, and I do not own the rights to this material. But this is her when basically she was talking about being suicidal.
Detail her attempts to seek out professional help and how she was met with denial and indifference from Buckingham Palace.
And I need to go somewhere. And I was told that I couldn't, that it wouldn't be good for the institution.
So were you thinking of harming yourself? Were you having suicidal thoughts?
Yes, this was very, very clear.
Meghan got emotional when she recalled one heartbreaking conversation with Harry about her inner turmoil.
We had to go to this event, and I remember him saying, "I don't think you can go." And I said, "I can't be left alone."
Because you were afraid of what you might do to yourself? So sorry to hear that. After Harry joined
and I said, "I can't be left alone."
Hold up.
There's several conversations.
There's a conversation. Meghan Markle opened up to Oprah Winfrey about her mental health struggles. You've said some pretty shocking things here. Revealing.
I wasn't planning to say anything shocking. I'm just telling you what's happened.
Okay.
Sorry if it shocked you. It's been a lot.
I'm a little shocked. And revelations about Meghan's suicidal thoughts left the iconic talk show host stunned.
Look, I was really ashamed to say it at the time, and ashamed to have to admit it to Harry, especially, because I know how much loss he's suffered.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. One of the things that she was saying, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but she was saying how she was ashamed to admit that all the pressure from the tabloids and everything that was coming her way, and it isn't, a lot of people. Let me say this before I get into that. A lot of people were saying, well, Meghan knew what she was signing up for when she married into royalty, but I beg to differ. I don't think that she knew the full extent of what she was getting into. They said that when she entered into the royal palace, they took away her passport, they took away her license, her any identification. Basically, they took away her identity. Even on her son's birth certificate, she is not listed as the mother. So do you think I think that she knew all of that when she was going into that? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think she knew the full extent of what she was getting into. I digress from that, but I just wanted to say that. But one of the things that she was saying is that she was so embarrassed about needing help and about feeling suicidal because she didn't want to tell Harry, because he had already given up everything for her. He had already given up everything for her. And one of the things that I wanted to say when I was talking about they're not broke because Princess Di, like he said in his interview, they're living off of what she left him. And we know Princess Di took care of her baby. We know that they're not broke. We know that they don't need handouts, but they did need help. And I'm grateful that Tyler Perry is the one that reached out and helped them. You know what I mean? Somebody had to do it, and I'm grateful for that. So it's like, I don't know, guys. What are you guys thinking? I want to know what you guys are thinking, because this, to me, it just seems so not right. And it seems like we're watching this, and then we're dismissing it as that's what she get, or we're so desensitized that we're just watching it happen and unfold, like we watched Princess Di's death unfold before our very eyes. And even as a child, I'm talking about as a child, I knew that there was something fishy about her death. I knew it as a child. Can you imagine what our children are going through these days, guys, with everything that's going on, with all this programming that's already desensitizing us? We have to be real careful, and we have to pay attention to what's right and what's important. And so I just wanted to use my platform to speak out on this, to make people aware who follow me, that this is something that I'm looking at, and it's not something that I want to get so emotionally invested in, because at the end of the day, I think we all do have our own struggles, we all do have our own battles, but we are put on this earth to help each other. We are put on this earth for a certain purpose. And so part of my purpose is to say those things that people think that no one will say. And so I did want to speak out about it. And I did want to say that I support Meghan. And I wish there was a way, girl, you can come stay with me, Meghan. And so I want to extend my invitation to that. I ain't got much. I don't have much, but I want to extend an invitation to Meghan and Harry that if y'all need a place to stay, y'all can come stay with me. I got you. I got you. I'm a cook for you. I got you. Now, I can't promise you the royal treatment, but I can tell you this: you're going to be in good hands, and you're going to be with somebody that's not here to harm you, that's going to judge the skin tone of your baby. This is crazy, guys. We live in such a deranged society. It's so sad. What do you guys think? It's Twala. Hey, Twala said, I'm so glad she had the courage to speak up and she knew that she could count on her culture. Come on, Twala. That's what I'm talking about. And that's right. And guess what, Twala? That's my whole point. She should be able to count on her culture. You know what I mean? If nobody else, she should be able to do that. And how about this? Harry walked away from a lot. He reminds me so much of Princess Di. Let me tell you, baby, I love me some Princess Di. Baby, I had the Princess Di doll collection. You better ask somebody. Oh my God, I love me some Princess Di. But yeah, Margaret says it was so wrong to take away his security. He is a prince, born a prince. How can they take away his security? And now I don't think Meghan knew what she was getting into. Me either, Miss Margaret. I don't either. And you are so right. You are so right. Donica says, why is she not on the birth certificate? Because they have, the birth certificate says, when it says mother, it says your royal highness or something like that. I was researching it before I got on, but yeah, I'm telling y'all, I've been so in this day and age, guys, where we see a lot of the race war, we see a lot of division, we see all this stuff, and listen, let me not take away from saying this. We also need to be careful and watch what's going on in the world, even with stories like this come out, because a lot of times distractions come to divert us from something else. Now, it is, first of all, let me say this. It is International Women's Day, so happy Women's Day to all my fellow women, all my fellow sisters. This is Girl Boss Talk. Of course, men can chime in, but of course, y'all know this is the station or a platform for women. And not because, women, we just gonna run the world, because I'm not that type of woman that don't feel like I'm so independent that I don't need a man. That's not who I am. So don't get me with that. That's not what I'm saying, because, honey, I want one real bad to help me so I can help him, so that we can do what we have to do to chase kingdom business. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm not that girl. But I will say this, as a single woman and as a woman who is powerful, because there's a difference between an independent woman and a powerful woman. But as a woman who has a lot of power, which I feel that Meghan has, she had to have, because look who she caught. Look who she caught. So she had something inside of her that gave her that grace to marry into royalty. But at the same time, so it's not just about that, but it's just about, like I said, guys, we got to start looking at right and wrong. We have to start looking at it's just so much, guys. What are you guys thinking? Nicole, what you say you can watch? Oh, okay, Sophia. Now I like the way you think. Sophia said, in my opinion, I feel Harry wanted his independence, and by marrying Meghan, he knew that He knew that he would be shamed. You know what? A lot of people think that too. And that's a, you know what? And that is a different perspective, because, did he know what he was getting into when he married a sister? You know what I mean? Like, did you know how your family was going to react? I'm sure you did. You know what I mean? And now I'm going to tell you this. He came in with Meghan Markle. He could have came in with a TT Ledette or a Whoopi Goldberg or a real dark-skinned sister. So he did kind of play it safe a little bit. But, I mean, hey, that's who he chose. That's who he fell in love with. And who knows? Like, I don't know. I know that their interviews seem to be very sincere. And I believe that what's said from the heart reaches the heart. And whenever a Black person is talking about, I'm ready to take myself out of here, that's concerning for me. Because I know the strength that we bear. And even though there are different levels of Black experiences, even Oprah at her level, even Oprah with all her billions will still be Black Oprah. Do you understand? In certain circles. So let's keep that part real. I don't think I want to cuss. It may make me mad, but thank you. Yes, it's gonna make you mad. It did. I was heated for a minute, but again, I want to take my emotionalism away from it, really look at what's going on, and just say that I think that if we're gonna be standing up, I mean, I think about it. I made a comment on the post that I was in. I mean, it's like, we pick and choose what we fight about, what we fight for, and that's everyone's choice. But to say, well, R. Kelly, at least he makes music, his music, we going to separate the music from the man. Listen, let me tell you something. When it comes to people like R. Kelly and things like that, I'm going to cuss for real, so I'm not going to say that. But I will say this. We stand up and we support the most outrageous sort of nonsense. When we have clearly, this is really clearly not okay, guys. This woman and this man were really basically they were really left to die on our watch, in our presence, while we watched it, while the world watched it, just like we did die, just like we did George Floyd, just like we do a lot of stuff. It like we watch it, and it's almost like we're gonna do it in your face and dare you to say something. It's almost like that's that. And I'm not talking about that's what that their agenda is, but I'm talking about the underlying evil spiritual nature of this. You understand? Sophia, I love you. Sophia said, Sophia said, you think Harry found his way out of there, huh? Which, you know what? It's funny. I did see another interview with a different couple, and they were talking about how they felt that that was the case. That's what I think they were breaking up. I can't remember what I saw it on, but I think it was a Black woman and a white guy, and they were breaking up, and they were discussing their issues on like a documentary or a talk show or whatever. And one of the things that she said is that he only married her to spite his family. And so and I'm not saying that that's what Prince Harry did, but you know what? How about this? Even if that's what he did, y'all murdered his mama. Shoot, he might be acting all sort of outs right now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling how we really be acting. But again, as far as the black and white thing, I think that even with the comments or whatever they said he made, I think that everyone has the opportunity to learn and grow and change. And I think that that the world, I think we should quit separating by skin tone and just go back to the original thing that the Most High did and separated us by nations. So that's my thought. That's just, I want to put my little plug in there. But other than that, how are you guys doing? What's going on with you guys? And so what are some other thoughts? Does anybody else have any other thoughts they have about Meghan? Let me just see if I have one more thing. I want to play the comment about the skin tone, about the baby. This is what was said.
Conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born. what? And
Who is having that conversation with you? And you're not going to tell me who had the conversation?
I think that would be very damaging to them.
That conversation, I'm never going to share. But at the time it was awkward. I was a bit shocked.
Can you tell us what the question was?
No, I'm not.
Basically, they were saying they were concerned about how dark their baby would be when it was born, and they did strip away their protection. They took away their royal security. Sophia says she'd been good for him to finding him. For whatever comment he made about blacks was because of how we all know how Caucasians have treated us. We are worthy. The influence the queen was on everything because of their history and royalty. Yup, status. So, yup, it's time for a change. Absolutely. So I get what you're trying to say. So absolutely, Sophia. And that's basically what I'm saying. A lot of us were raised with a lot of different ideas and thoughts about other nationalities and other untrue, stereotypical beliefs. Like all black people are lazy, different things like that, or all white people have money, or all Chinese people know karate. We all are raised with certain thoughts and ideologies that may or may not be true. But this is the thing: at the end of the day, it is time for a change, and I for one am ready to make a change, and not to say. And for me, it's just about acknowledging what's right and wrong, man, and that's just what it is. And it doesn't matter what skin tone. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Is it wrong or is it right? That's the question here. And at some point we all have to band together, because like I said, I think that this is a perfect opportunity for us to see, because we have a white guy and a black woman. And we obviously, both sides can see that this really isn't cool, because for whatever reason, Harry your people. And if y'all not sticking with y'all people because he's done that, then that's the difference between black and whites, because we stick with our people. we be mad at them. Like I said, we can talk about them, but can't nobody else talk about them. And that's one thing. That's why I love being and that's really because we are spiritual people, and that is how the Most High has done us, because for whatever reason God has chosen to give us many opportunities every day, grace and mercy, when we don't really deserve it, but he gives it to us. So that's a different story for a different platform. I am going to get up off of here, but oh, come on, Donica. I like that. Donica said his location cannot take away his royalty. It's in his blood. You right. And that's a whole statement in itself. And that's for us all. But this is the thing, Donica. He was born with a title. You know what I mean? She was born with the blood. She was born, you know what I'm saying? So they both are royalty, if you really want to know the truth. She just might not know her worth. One part of that interview, she was talking about being 50% of herself. Girl, if I tell y'all, that made me want to cry so hard when she said, for her, in order for her to be accepted and liked in the royal palace, she felt like maybe she should just be 50% of who she is. I wish I would water myself down. Baby, listen, the royal palace, they'd be like, Miss TT, time for tea. I can just see. Can y'all see me in the royal palace? Honey, listen. Okay? She's better than me, But listen, guys. And another thing that I wanted to talk about, it was one more point of that interview that I wanted to bring up. Let me think of what it was. And I didn't have time to get the clip. But about her daddy. So y'all know for years, they tried to find Meghan Markle's father. Now, Meghan Markle, she even admitted, y'all remember her mother that went to the wedding, how her mother was, baby, I loved it. Her mother had her dreads, had a little nose ring in, and her mother went in her authentically black self, and I was cool with that, right? And I thought that was just great. I think, again, we're trying to get to a better world. Ain't nobody trying to stay stuck in craziness. You know what I mean? And so I felt like that was a great it was so cute, a great representation, you know. And what happened was Meghan Markle's father, they finally found him. And a week before their wedding, was it a week before their wedding? They released the interview, and he had sold his story to the tabloids. Now she said, and Oprah asked her, "Did it feel like betrayal?" Baby, listen, let me tell you, y'all got to go watch the interview. If y'all want me to, I can put a link for the full interview in my comments when I go get out of here and come back in. But when I watched that full interview and Oprah asked her, "Did it feel like betrayal?" You know how when something really hurts you and you get that knot in your throat and you have to swallow because it's like a frog? I seen it. I was like, Lord, it almost took me out of there. Hi, Chrissy. How are you, honey? That's my sister from Canada. How are you, honey? Are you off your oxygen, Chrissy? I'm asking everybody that's online to pray for my friend. Chrissy got the air. She is recovering from COVID, and she's in Canada. That is my friend, my sister from a different mister. We've been hanging in there for about 3 or 4 years. You're awesome. That's great to hear. So, Jomo, hey, Jomo, what's up? The horrors they put that girl through behind the walls of Buckingham Palace is just shocking. Prince Harry did what any husband and father would do. Okay, come on, Jomo, speak up. Speak up. That's what I'm talking about. He put his family first. He protected his wife and child. He did what his father couldn't. Oh, baby, listen. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. We got some intelligent black people on here too. Yes, yes. He did what his father couldn't do, and the British people are just a bunch of psychopaths and hypocrites. Thank you for commenting, Jomo. I loved it. And you know, we have a lot of black men that are tearing down Meghan Markle, telling her that's what she get. We have a lot of black women that are I'm just saying, if we gonna be supporting R. Kelly and his music, and we still streaming his music, come on now. Chrissy says she's still on oxygen, but it's only 1.5% oxygen. Grace says, I'm praying for you. I am praying for you. I want you to know that. I've been seeing your videos, and I might not comment, but I have been praying for you. But yeah, so anybody else have any thoughts or comments on this? And so, you know, for me, before I get off of here, you know, I don't just want to like to talk about problems. I always want to try to give a solution or wrap this up with something positive or something that can be learned from this. I'm trying to get out of the way of this little block that I have here. I almost want to remove it. Let me scoot this way then. But I almost want to just kind of give a little bit of what can be learned from this. And so for me, it has just made me more aware of that things are just deeper than black and white. Sometimes it's just wrong and right. And as for me, I would rather love my neighbor as myself than just bear an offense. And yes, of course, we know that racism is real. We know that white supremacy is real. We know that police brutality is real. We know that a lot of that is real. And I think that we're at the age and the time of day where that can no longer be denied. And so let me just say this for anybody that's watching that may not be black or brown or have these experiences. If you do not feel that in this day and age that white supremacy and police brutality exists, then you probably are going to want to delete me as a friend and unfollow me. And I'm completely all right with that, because I'm telling you, there's no way we can look at this every day right in our face. Because if you deny that, then what you're saying is that you're so ignorant that they're fooling you right in your face. They're fooling you right in your face. They're going to do it right in your face and then tell you that you can't believe your own damn eyes. That's what they're telling you. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Jomo. Jomo says it's not about the queen or the royal family. It's about stopping the past from repeating itself. Absolutely. That's what thank you, Jomo. Thank you for saying what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you so eloquently put it there. I watched Harry as a little boy walking behind his mother coughing. Yes, me too, Jomo. I did too. Wasn't he was so much like his mother. He is so much like Di. And you know what? Let me tell you something. One of the things they ended their interview, and one of the things he said is he believes that his mother's presence is guiding them through this journey. And I believe that for him. Because I'm going to tell you something. His mother was sweet. She was a sweet person. She was just different. And at some point, I'd rather look at a person's heart and their character and look at what they stand for and look at how they look at how they treat me. Look at how they treat others. I just want to, and I hope that this can be a lesson for us all to just move to a better place with each other, because we got to live on this earth together, really we do while we're here, So, guys, don't forget to join me on April 1st. I have 8 women, and we are going to be breaking down the tough topic of small business and customer service. So you guys are going to want to tune in for that. We're going to break it down. We're going to delve into that topic. We're going to talk about the expectations on small businesses. Are we held to the same standard as corporations? Should we be held to those same standards? Different things like that. But oh yeah, we got 8 different opinions that are going to bring it. And so I'm looking forward to you guys joining me. Thank you to everyone. I appreciated your comments. You guys are awesome for commenting on this. This made me really feel good. And I think that once I get my background and my lighting and everything set up in here, I am going to feel a lot more comfortable doing this because I'm not on Facebook per se. I am actually on StreamYard. Everyone was asking what platform am I using? I am using StreamYard. So I'm on StreamYard, but it is streaming to Facebook and YouTube and my Facebook group. So you can watch this replay. You can let me know, guys. You can advertise with me if you'd like. Let me go ahead and put my little banner up here. And let me show you what, excuse me. I'm sorry. My computer froze over here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So yeah, you can definitely advertise with Girl Boss Talk magazine or the radio show. And so definitely want to let you know that we are able to, you see how that little banner is running at the bottom there. I'm able to put an ad there. I'm able to pull up a second screen and run a video for you and create some graphics for you. I am able to do all of that. Plus advertise you in the magazine. Guys, you guys should be getting your February editions any day now. I do still have a few. Let me tell you this. I have about 7 orders that have not went out yet because I ran out of shipping supplies, but I will be having that rectified tomorrow. So but most of all the magazines per se have already gone out. So everyone should be getting them soon. Please forgive my delay in shipping. You guys know I'm just one person. It's just me. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely tune in to my tough topic. That's going to be on Thursday, April 1st. I'm going to have 8 women from all over the nation. So I know we got somebody on from Atlanta. We got a couple of people on from Texas. We got somebody on from New Jersey, North Carolina. So we got people from all over that are going to be talking about what's going on with small businesses and customer service. So again, that is going to be on Thursday, April 1st. I believe we're going to run that show at 7:30 Central Standard Time. If you are interested in coming on to my show now on Sundays from 5 to 7 p.m., of course, it will just be me and anyone that I'm interviewing. I do have an interview special. I want to bring my interviewees on. I can split the screen 10 different ways if I need to, but I want to do one-on-one interviews with just local business owners, women business owners. So on Sundays, my Girl Boss Talk radio talk show will still be airing from 5 to 7 p.m. That is going to happen towards the end of the month this month. We're going to start kicking that off. So you're going to catch me on Sundays and Thursdays, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Don't forget to go like our YouTube channel. Also, like the YouTube channel for TT Ledette. So both channels, guys, because I am going to start back pumping the Pink Elephant independent film project real soon. So be sure to go tune in to TT Ledette as well on YouTube. So my YouTube channels are at TT Ledette and at Girl Boss Talk Magazine and Radio Talk Show. Both of those are on YouTube. I will be posting links later in this comment. So I love you guys. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Thank you for all of your comments. Don't forget to join me again the next time. This is fun. I love it. And I will be doing more giveaways. So thank you to everybody who tuned in, and congratulations to everybody who won the prizes for my last giveaway. Love you guys. Bye-bye.